ticking down to our 100th episode on Valley Spotlight.
But before we get to that 100th episode, we figured we'd take a look back as to the very first things that we've ever had on the show.
Yeah.
Which
4 years ago, a lot of them.
Some of it I had forgotten.
Oh, I totally forget.
I know. So to look back at the rundown of what it is that we compiled our list, it's really a lot of fun for us.
Are we going to name all of them?
Yeah, we're going to name all of them.
All right, let's go down the list.
Well, let's start exactly where we are, because without Bistro 1907 and Mark Canzonetta opening and trusting us, with so much that happens within this restaurant, we wouldn't have been able to do that show.
That's true.
I need to be completely honest with that. A lot of people ask, you guys are best friends, or how does it work? Well, we took a leap of faith together. This restaurant, this show, they happened at the same exact time. So we are going to take a look back at Pesto's Test Kitchen, the very first thing we've ever made, which is still on the menu today.
Kelly Warren, one of those folks that's one of our sponsors to the show and teaches us all the insight. We're going to introduce you to her another time.
Yeah, if you haven't had a chance to get to know her, she's one of the most tremendously kind people and very thoughtful and really, really smart. So we've learned a lot from her over the years.
Right.
We also had a chance to visit the Hope Center in Sharon and to see what those people have been able to do with that space on behalf of young people, and then taking this element of art that also translates into the city. Still one of my favorite stories ever, with wonderful people, Jim Landino, and just thankfulness from here to Kingdom Come for those folks.
I took a look back at a group, the Veterans Administration here in the Valley, and they were helping people get new roofs. And we met one older fellow who really, really needed a roof, and those guys stepped up. So we went with the roof contractors and everybody, and that was a really cool story. So we did that one.
A beautiful, beautiful story. And you had the chance to visit our young ones over at Case Avenue Elementary, the robotics team, right?
The Sharon robotics team, the Tigers, they're the technical Tigers. They're fantastic. So we'll take a look back and visit with those folks as well. What else did we do?
I think I might be.
Pesto's Test Kitchen, we talked about that.
Oh gosh, of course, the glasses. Cheers, Michael, to almost 100 episodes, almost 4 years of this.
You tell me twice.
We wouldn't have been able to do most of this without Steelite. All of the restaurants that you see us go to, all of the glassware, all the plating. We're going to take a look back and tell you how the CEO and the president of that giant company got his start when it comes to steel. It's called A Lifetime of China. John Miles, cheers to you, my friend, for making this happen for so long.
Yellow Brick Place, very important for cancer survivors and people fighting cancer here in the Valley. So we're going to talk with them a little bit, and then we'll introduce you to our first go-around with Sean Posey, our Valley historian. So that'll be a lot of fun.
And my favorite story of all time, The Apartment. What is The Apartment, you ask?
Sure, it's a Bare Naked Lady song. No. Well, it is, but sure.
Anyway, you're going to have to stay tuned for that one. I love those stories that you're like, no kidding.
Yep.
That really happened. This is one of those, thanks to Jamie, who then became part of our show several years later.
That's true. We talk about food distribution, our first time seeing what they do at the Russ City Church, and that was a lot of fun.
It really was. And we've got more to come with them over the summer and over the spring. It's a great relationship, and they make us feel better about life, I have to admit that. And of course, Helga and Sean and her daughter, Shar. During the pandemic, we were able to make them a part of our show because we all had to stay away. And they did such a great job of cooking and, reaching into their own vault and giving us some of that content. I want to say a personal thank you for making that possible for us. We wouldn't have been able to continue this show during very hard times without that.
All right, so we're going to take a look back at show number 1 and 2. I'll have way less gray hair. Don't let it fool you.
And I don't look the same either. I was blonder, I was tanner, I was thinner, and I had way less lines on my face.
Okay.
Woo.
Hope you enjoy that look back. I know we will. See you Sunday, 4 o'clock.